तथाना मुनयो ज्ञान वैराग्य युक्तया पश्यन्ति चात्मनि चात्मानं भक्त्या श्रुतकृतया. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. The seriously inquisitive student or says, well equipped with knowledge and attachment, realizes that absolute truth by rendering devotional service in terms of what he has heard from the Vedanta Shruti. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The absolute truth is realized in full by process of devotional service to the Lord. Vasudeva, or the personality of Godhead, who is the full-fledged absolute truth. Brahman is his transcendental bodily effulgence. Paramatma is his partial representation. As such, Brahman or Paramatma realization of the absolute truth is but a partial realization. There are 4 different types of human beings: the karmis, the jnanis, the yogis, and the devotees. The karmis are materialistic, whereas the other 3 are transcendental. The first-class transcendentalists are the devotees who have realized the Supreme Person. Second-class transcendentalists are those who have partially realized the plenary portion of the Absolute Truth. And the third-class transcendentalists are those who have barely realized the spiritual focus of the Absolute Person. As stated in Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic literatures, the Supreme Person is realized by devotional service, which is backed by full knowledge and detachment from material association. We have already discussed the point that devotional service is followed by knowledge and detachment from material association. Already discussed. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojikaha Janayati Asu Vairagyam Jnanamsa Jat Ahitukam. Already got it. By rendering devotional service unto the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from material world. Jnana Vairagya, automatic development. If someone develops this pure devotion, Sudha Bhakti, is automatic development of Jnana and Vairagya. Do you follow my language? Follow my language? Knowledge and detachment, Jnana, Vairagya, automatic development. No need of separate endeavor for the development of Jnana and Vairagya, knowledge and detachment. If you just develop pure devotion, Sudha Bhakti, the Supreme Personality God, Krishna, is automatic development. That's always said. That's what Padma said. We have already discussed the point that devotional service is followed by knowledge and detachment from material association. As Brahman and Paramatma realization are imperfect relations of the absolute truth, so the means of realizing Brahman and Paramatma, that is the path of Jnana and Yoga, are also imperfect means of realizing absolute truth. Not perfect means. Only perfect means is bhakti. Devotional service is based on the foreground of full knowledge combined with detachment from material association, and which is fixed by the oral reception of Vedanta Shruti, is the only perfect method by which the seriously inquisitive student can realize the absolute truth. Devotional service is not, therefore, meant for less intelligent class of transcendentalists. Those who are really intelligent, it is meant for them. Jai Jana Bhaje Krishna Sevada Chatur. Isn't it? Follow my language. Jai Jana Bhaje Krishna Sevada Chatur. He is Chatur. He is intelligent who does Krishna Bhajan. And put in other way. If someone does Krishna Bhajan, he becomes intelligent also. You follow me? Dudhe taranti, mude taranti, maji maji kya budi manas. There is one saying. हाँ? छोटा खाता डरो दूढ़े तरंती मुड़े तरंती मौजी मौजी क्या बुरी मौजी Ram was saying it there. One is fixed in Krishna consciousness. One who is fixed in Krishna consciousness. Huh? Fixed in tattva. You follow my language? Huh? Fixed in tattva. Huh? He develops and is fixed in bhakti. Isn't it? And very easily he can also about this material which that full ocean of material existence. Isn't it? He'll be delivered. As we had discussed in the other story, I think, very easily he can go to other side. From dark side to the side, enlightenment side. This side, dark side, material side, the other side, enlightenment, Vaikuntha, kingdom of God. Very silly. You understand? Muda thoughts. Muda means completely ignorant. You understand? Never does. Never knows this thing. You understand? A Muda. Murkha. Complete ignorant. But innocent. But innocent. You follow my language? Complete ignorant. Grossly ignorant. But innocent. He can also be very easily delivered. How? If he associates with sadhu and hears from him this truth, tattva, about absolute truth, and very easily will develop faith in it. Because he is innocent and simple hearted, no duplicity. But those who come in between, not Drudha, not Mudha. You follow my language? Not Drudha, not Mudha. Not fixed in the truth, absolute truth and tattva, and not grossly ignorant, but they think we know something. We are not grossly ignorant. We know something. But they are not Drudha. They are not fixed in the absolute truth. You follow? Fixed in tattva. In between. They are in between. Only they drown here. In this dreadful ocean of mental state. Drowning. Budi Marathi. Klishyanti antarito jana. That slok verse is also there in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam speaks everything. Srimad Bhagavatam is such a scripture. The essence of all Vedic scripture. Sarva Vedanta Saram hi Srimad Bhagavatam Shyati. Tadrasamrita Truptasyo Nanyatro Sedrati Kuchi. All this is the essence of all Veda Vedanta Upanishads. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, last contribution of Srila Vyasdev. You understand? Sarva Vedanta Saram hi Srimad Bhagavatam. Tadrasamrita Truptasyo Nanyatro Sedrati Kuchi. If somebody releases this mellow, nectarian mellow coming out from Srimad Bhagavatam, that, as you say, this is, what do you say, the last fruit of most ripened, nectarian, juicy fruit of Vedic tree. Nigama kalpatar galitam phalam. Sukha mukhadamrita dravasanjidam. Pivatam bhagavatam rasamahalayam muravo rasika vibhavukaha. Isn't it? Thus, such rasika bhavuka. Rasika means who really says this nectarian mellow. Rasa means mellow. You follow in English. Rasa means mellow. And who really says that mellow is Rasika. Who can release is Berasika. Rasika, Berasika. This language. You should learn this language. Huh? Rasiko, Berasiko. Who cannot relish? You understand? He's Berasiko. Who relishes the melon? He's Rasiko. Follow my language. Huh? Nigama kalpatara kalitam phalam suka mukhadam tadrava sanjitam pibato bhagavatam rasamarayam muraho rasika bhuvibhavuka. We call both rasicals. Follow my language. Huh? You follow? It is new for you. Still you should be acquainted with it. Because it's such a shastra. This Srimad Bhagavatam is full of melon. What melon? Krishna Bhakti Rasa. Melon Krishna Bhakti. Follow my language? Huh? Yes, otherwise how can you study? How can you study Bhagavatam? Unless you follow this thing. Huh? Rasika Bhuvivahavugaha. This was the shastra. This Srimad Bhagavatam is full of melon, of Krishna Bhakti, juice, nectarian juice, most sweetest. You understand? Sweetest nectarian juice. This Srimad Bhagavatam. Those who are developed taste for it, these Rasikas. We call them, oh Rasikas, please come. This melon is here. Taste it. We call them. Moho again and again. Come. But what are they? How many have come? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only 12 Rasikas are there. Other are Berasikas. They are testing what? They are not testing this mellow, relishing. This nectarian juice. They are testing liquor. 24 hours. Wine, cold wine, liquor. They are Berasikas. They cannot test this thing. This nectarian juice, mellow coming out from Srimad Bhagavatam. You understand? So we call them. So, Rasika Bhuvibhavuka. They are fixed. They are drudha. They know this absolute truth. And they are 24 hours day and night, 24 hours engaged in loving service to Krishna. Because they know Krishna is the only object of love. Isn't it? Krishna is the only object of love. Prithir be soy. Krishna is the only object of love. Is Prithir be soy. And when there is question of love comes, it's not one-sided. It has two sides. Isn't it? Has it one side? When question of love comes, it's two sides. Prithir be soy, Prithir aswa. Follow my language? Don't be deaf. Open your ear. Yes, open your ear. Two sides of Prithir, two sides of love. Prithir Visoy, Prithir Asroy. Krishna is Prithir Visoy. And all these Rasika Bhaktas are Prithir Asroy. Follow my language. What do you say in English?
Krishna is beloved.
And they are lovers.
And the bhaktas, the lovers.
Lovers. Krishna is the object of love. They are subjects of love. Isn't it? Object or subject. What you say in English, you may put in that way. Or what? Object, subject. Follow me? Krishna is the only object of love. And all the Rasika Bhaktas are subject of love. Lover, beloved. So, this love is there. And the mellow is tested. Mellow is tested. And who tests the more? Krishna tests the more. Or lover tests the more. Or beloved tests the more.
Lover is yes. Lover.
Lover. Who is lover?
Bhakta.
Bhakta. They test more. Yes. They test more. That testing is more than Krishna, beloved. Therefore, Krishna was greedy for it. Krishna becomes greedy. Oh, they test more. How can I test that thing? Huh? So he is the preserve sword. He is not a sword. You follow my language? Huh? Krishna is preserve sword. Is object of love. Is not subject. There are Sikh bhaktas are subjects. Ashroy. Huh? So their testing is much more and better than the testing of the soil. Huh? The object of love, that's Krishna. Follow my language. That means devotees. They are devoted to Krishna. Their test much better, much more is mellow than Krishna's test. Huh? Follow? Follow? So Krishna develops greed. How can I test that type of mellow? But these Astroyas test. Huh? Huh? Can't follow? It's very deep and subtle philosophy. Krishna becomes greedy. Krishna develops greed. How can I test the mellow tested by Rasika Bhaktas? Hello? Because Krishna is not Bhakta, he is Bhagavan. So how can I test that mellow? What they test? So he became Bhakta, he came as Gauranga Bhakta. Isn't it? Huh? To test that mellow, to fulfill that greed. Huh? That is why Krishna became Gauranga. Huh? Bhakta. Follow my language? Point. So this is what here. I was saying, Jude Taranti, Mude Taranti. Moji Moji Kya Budi Moji. Those who are fixed in this tattva, huh? Absolute truth, they can very easily cross over this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence and go to the other side, that is to the spiritual kingdom. And those are grossly ignorant but innocent. Huh? You understand? They will be also delivered if they associate with sadhu, and very quickly they develop Shraddha, faith, and cultivate devotion, and they can. But those who come in between, those who think, oh, we know, we are not ignorant fools, we know, but they are not Druda. They are not fixed. In between, they only drown here in this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. They cannot. Isn't that? Jasya mudhatama loke, jasya buddhe parangataha, tabu bhu sukhamedhete plisyati antarito jana. That verse is then third canto. Plisyati antarito jana. Antarita means those who come in between. Not Druda, not Mudha. Neither Druda nor Mudha. Come in between. They drown here. You follow me? They are really Derasikas. They cannot test it. Huh? But this says, Tatsatadhana munayo jnana vairagya juktaya pasyanti sa atmani satmano bhaktya sruta grihitaya. Sabdadhanaya munayo. Sabdadhana is very inquisitive. How I can know? You understand? Sabdadhana. He may be mudha, grossly ignorant, but he can develop such inquisitiveness. Huh? He is not hopeless case, he is hopeful case. Follow me? He is hopeful case. Huh? So he comes. For association of sadhu, inquire there. Inquisitive inquiry, jigyasa. Jivasya tattva jigyasa. Narthadasya karma bhi. Huh? Isn't it? Jivasya tattva jigyasa. Narthadasya karma bhi. Then he inquires Because he's very inquisitive to know this thing. So he comes to that person, that sadhu, who is completely proficient. Huh? You understand? Knows this truth, tattva. You follow? যেই কৃষ্ণ তত্ত্ববেতা সেই গুরু হয়, হ্যাঁ, কিবা বিপ্র কিবা ন্যাসী সূত্র কেনে নয়, যেই কৃষ্ণ তত্ত্ববেতা সেই গুরু হয়। You follow? His guru. Who knows Krishna Tattva, his guru. He comes to such a person, Tattvadarshinaha, tadvidhi pranipatena, pariprasnena sevaya, upadekshanti te jnanam, jnanina tattvadarshinaha. Tadvijnanartham svaguruneva vigachet, samitpani sutriyam brahmanishtam, Upanishad says, Gita says. One is very inquisitive to know this tattva, he must come, he must. So, such a person who knows this truth, tattva jnata, tattva drashta, who sees the absolute truth and who knows absolute truth, he must come and approach such a person because he is sattadhanayana. He is very inquisitive and inquires there. This process, pranipata, pariprasna, seva, this is the process. First, completely surrender that guru, that tattvacharya, then serve him, please him, then humbly ask, inquire. Then out of mercy, he will impart the tattva jnana. So he receives it. This is the process. You follow? He is sattadhana, he is inquisitive. But he is not inquisitive at all. How can he know? He will never come, he will never inquire. But they are inquiring. They are Benosikas. They are not Rasikas. They are Benosikas. Inquiring. Yes. Better type of liquor is available where? Oh, cold wine or hot wine? Very quick intoxication. Or late. This inquiry he does. He never inquires about this. How can I? We deliver. These persons in between come in between. Oh, we know. We know what is what. Do you know more than we? They come. Krishyanti antarito jana. They come in between. Only they suffer here. They drown themselves here in this dreadful ocean of materialistic existence. Life after life. They can hopeless cases. They are hopeless cases. You understand? That is stated. We have already discussed the point that devotional service followed by knowledge and detachment from material association. Such mudha, grossly ignorant, fool, innocent, but he has inquisitiveness, simple, he quickly, by association with sadhus, quickly develops bhakti. And automatically, this knowledge and detachment develops. No separate efforts should be made for the development of knowledge and detachment. You understand? Automatic development. Only one thing, develop. Another devotion, pure devotion. Best. You understand? This is what he says. So, as Brahman and Paramatma are imperfect realizations of the absolute truth, so the means of realizing Brahman and Paramatma, that is the path of Jnana and Yoga, imperfect means realizing absolute truth. Devotional service, which is based on the foreground of full knowledge combined with detachment from material association, and which is fixed by the oral reception of Vedanta Shruti, is the only perfect method by which the seriously inquisitive student can realize the absolute truth. You understand? It will develop another devotion. Automatic. Jnana and Vairagya, knowledge and detachment will be developed. Do you follow me? No separate effort is needed. Then he becomes fixed. He may be Mudha, ignorant fool, but he becomes fixed. And all knowledge yields to him. And he develops attraction towards the all beautiful Krishna. He develops love and attraction to Krishna only. And visually, the attachment towards the material enjoyment is there. If you will be attracted to Krishna, it's quite natural to develop the attachment towards material enjoyment. It's quite, unless you are detached from it, you cannot be attached. You understand? Develop attraction. And if you develop attraction, it's automatic detachment. It will be test beater. You understand? Material enjoyment, material mellow, liquor, wine, it will test beater. If you just test Krishnatarian juice, coming out from the lotus feet of Krishna, it's automatic. And this is not a fact, not a process. Let me first develop the attachment, then we'll develop attachment towards Krishna. That's not a fact. Follow my point. All right. Let me first test the liquor. Why? Then let me develop detachment for it. Then I'll come to Krishna. No such thing. It's no such thing. Do you understand? It is no such thing. They are fools. Those who think like that. Isn't it? Janardhan is a fool. Hari is a fool. Parapari Parabrahma. Great fool. Great fool. Let me first test it. Dilli cannot do. Test Dilli cannot do? Yes. It's Dilli ka Laddu. Do you understand? Laddu available in Delhi. It's Dilli ka Laddu. One who has tested is repenting. But not tested, he is also repenting. You follow my language? Oh, what is that? Let me test it. He is repenting. Oh, I cannot test it. One was already tested. He's, alas, why so much? No, sir.
100% correct.
And he is a fool also. There are many fools are here. They are repenting. Let me test it. You fools. That's it. This nectarian juice, mellow emanating from Srimad Bhagavatam, mellow emanating from the lotus feet of Krishna. Such a fool. Oh, fools are here. If you develop really attachment for the lotus feet of beautiful Krishna, automatically this attachment will be there. It's not a fact that we first develop attachment. This Dilli ka Laddu, then we get no, this thing is there. You should understand it. Alright? You should understand it very well. And all of these people think, let me test it, let me develop it. Then will come. Nonsense. Great fools. Such foolishness going on. Give up this foolishness. Just this mellow, nectarian mellow. Test it, it is available. No tax, you have to pay for it. But you have to pay so many tax. You have to work day and night, toil hard like an ass to make such testing of stool. Isn't it? For getting such testing of stool, Dilli ka Laddu. But you have not to toil so hard. On money for this testing. It's freely available. Such foolishness is going on, isn't it? You follow my point? You should understand this thing. Give up this foolishness. It says. Yes. perfect method by which the seriously inquisitive student can realize absolute truth. Devotional service is not there for me, for less intelligent class of transcendentalists. One who comes to this path of devotion really is very intelligent. He is not fool. He is very intelligent. He is one of Hoje Krishna se bada chatu. One who does Krishna bhajan is very intelligent. Do you understand? He is very intelligent. Immediately he may externally or apparently seem to be not intelligent, but he is very intelligent. If he comes to this path of this bhakti, Krishna, does Krishna bhajan, he is real intelligent, or his pure intelligence immediately is developed. Tesang sattva juktanam vadanti pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam jena mangupadanti. 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, those who do my bhajan with priti, with love, being constantly attached to me, sadadajuptana. Do you understand? I give them pure intelligence. How they will come to me, isn't it? The pure intelligence comes from Krishna. But this materialistic person thinks they are very intelligent, isn't it? Very intelligent. Oh, we are very intelligent. We do this thing, we can take a spacecraft, how to go, this planet, that planet, doing this. Isn't it? Build a castle in the air. And pluck the heavenly flowers. Akash kusum. We are so intelligent. Is there anybody intelligent? They are grossly foolish person. They have no intelligence. What is such intelligence? Material intelligence is impure intelligence. Avisuddha buddhaya. Impure intelligence. By taking help of that intelligence, where will you go? Glide down to the hell. Down to the hell. That intelligence will take you there. But pure intelligence coming from Krishna, mangupodanti, that will help you to go to the lotus feet of Krishna. Do you understand? So who is intelligent? If their devotee is intelligent, doing Krishna bhajan, he is intelligent. This metal scientists, they are intelligent. Who is intelligent? You follow? Their faith is sliding down. Apparently may not appear as intelligence, seem to be intelligent, but is very intelligent. Pure intelligence will come to him, Krishna. Yes, you understand? That's it. Then comes Rupa Maharaj says, there are 3 classes of devotees, namely first class, second class, and third class. The third class devotee are the neophytes who have no knowledge and are not detached from material, not detached from material association, but who are simply attracted by the preliminary process of worshipping the deity in the temple, are called material devotees. Kanishtadhikari. We say Kanishtadhikari. 3 classes of devotees. First class, second class, third class. Third class is Kanishtadhikari. Second class is Madhyamadhikari. First class is Uttamadhikari. Do you follow my language? So here Prabhupada Maharaj speaks about Kanishtadhikari, neophytes. Who is he? Who have no knowledge and are not detached from material association, but who are simply attracted by the preliminary process of worshipping the deity in the temple, are called material devotees. Sabhakta prakrita skuta. Prakrita means material. Do you understand? Material devotees. Material devotees are more attached to material benefit than transcendental benefit. Do you understand? They are more attached to the material benefit than transcendental benefit. Therefore, one has to make definite progress from the position of material devotion service to the second class devotion devotional service. Such neophytes, Kanistha Adhikaris, such Kanistha Adhikaris, they think that, oh yes, Lord is here in the temple. Huh? You understand? Lord is here in the temple. They engage themselves in this deity worship, Archavata, and who have no knowledge and are not attached for material association, but who are simply attracted to that person worshipping the deity. You understand? Worshipping the deity. They are Kanistha. And this, they are attached to material benefit, then transcendental benefit. They disregard the devotees of the Lord. They only think, oh, Bhagavan is here in the temple. You understand? They disregard the Vaishnavas. They are devotees of the Lord. You understand? If they will come, they'll come straight to the temple and go down there. And the Vaishnavas are sitting here discussing Krishna Katha, Bhagavad Katha, doing some Kirtan, Katha Kirtan, Nam Kirtan. They don't go down here. They don't pay respect. We'll go to see the Lord. And their Lord is here. This Kanistha. They are Kanistha, neophytes. These material devotees. They disregard the Vaishnavas. They commit thereby aparadh. You follow? This Bhagavatam says this thing. Chaitanya Charitamrita also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also said. Who is Kanistha Adhikari, who is Madhyam Adhikari, who is Uttam Adhikari. You understand? Who is Uttam Adhikari? Bhagavatam 11th canto says, Archayam eva haraye ja pujang sadhayate natad bhaktesu chanyesu sa bhakta prakruta smutaha. Prakruta means material. Prabhupada says is material devotee. Prakruta smutaha. You understand? Only he had developed Laukika Sattva, not Shastriya Sattva. He had no knowledge, he said. Prabhupada said. Who have no knowledge about, don't know the Tattva. You follow me? Follow my language? Know the Tattva. Isa Tattva. Bhagavad Tattva. Bhakti Tattva. You follow me? Say yes or no? Yes. Try to understand. Such is material devotee. No knowledge, said. Archayam eva haraja pujang sadhayet. Only he has developed Laukika Sattva. Saddha means faith. You understand? Saddha means faith. Two types of saddha are there. What is that? No. And Shastriya Sattva. Laukika Sattva, Shastriya Sattva. You understand? Faith in Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, Vakya. What Shastra has said. That is Shastriya Sattva. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. What Sadhu says, Guru says, Shastra says, they have developed faith. That is Shastriya Sattva. You understand? But this Kanistha Adhikari, material devotee, has not developed that Sattva. You follow my language? He has developed Laukika Sattva. That means, what the ordinary people say, he has faith in their things. You follow my language? That is Laukika Sattva. People say, oh, you see that? See that tree? Oh yeah, that is a great ghost. A very great ghost is there. Oh yes. If it comes to that, no, it's not God, that's a ghost. This is hearsay. People say. That is Laukika Sattva. People say, yes, Jagannath is here in the temple. Come, see Jagannath, Lord. So start go to the Jagannath temple. Oh yes, Bhagavan is here. But devotees are there. He disregards them. He has no faith. That is he is devoid of Shastriya Sattva. Shastra says, Sadhu says, Guru says. Devotees are much dear. You understand? It's very much dear to the Lord. Even Bhagavan is Supreme Lord. He is Supreme Lord. Nobody is superior to him, isn't it? Matta paratarunanya kinchit asti dhananjaya. Huh? There is nobody superior to me. Krishna says, he is supreme. Huh? Nobody is equal to him, nobody is superior to him. Ekali Ishwara Krishna Sabhrutya. Krishna is the only Ishwara. All others are Ishwaras. Isn't it? But Krishna says, Aham Bhakto Paradhina. Huh? Aham Bhakto Paradhina. Vasatantra ivatija sadhuri rasta pradeo bhaktir bhakta jana priya. Ninth canto. Bhagavatam says to Durvasa Muni, oh Brahman, Durvasa, you should understand this thing. Though I am supreme, supremely independent, but I have no independence. What is that? Supremely independent, no independence. What is that? It's supremely independent. I said, no, I have no independence. I am dependent on my dear devotee. Do you follow? Supremely independent says this thing. I have no independence. I am dependent on my dear devotee. This is tattva, bhakti tattva. That the devotee is so dear. Krishna Samya hoite hoy boro bhakta pada. Chaitanya Charitamrita says. Krishna Samya hoite hoy boro bhakta pada. Nobody can be equal to Krishna. But if you become his dear devotee, Krishna will make you great, greater than he. You follow me? Krishna can make you. You follow? So bhakta. So then this question is there. Who is greater? Bhagavan or bhakta? Who is greater? Bhakta. Bhakta is greater. Krishna Sangha hoita hoy bada bhakta pada. You understand? Nobody can be equal to Krishna, but if become his dear devotee, Krishna will make you greater than he. Krishna will make you. Then bhakta, their devotee is greater than Krishna. That is fact. This is tattva. But this is no fight. Anishtadhikari bhakta, he does know this thing. He disregard bhakta, goes straight. Oh, yeah, here is Bhagavan. That is Kanishta. You follow me? That is it. Not he has no faith, not developed faith in sadhu shastra, guru bhakya. The shastra says, he is Kanishtadhikari. Then he says, Madhyamadhikari. Therefore one has to make, these material devotees are more attached to material benefit than transcendental benefit. Do you understand? They offer worship in the temple. They beg what? Dhanam dehi, janam dehi, jasam dehi. Sukham dehi, bhogam dehi. Oh Jagannath, please give me wealth. Please give me name, fame, prestige. Please give me high position. Please give me a beautiful wife for enjoyment. Or, please deliver me, give me mukti. All material benefits. If someone comes, is pujari, is a pujari. Kanishtadhikari has become pujari. He is offering worship, you see. He is offering worship, you say. No knowledge, neophytes. The neophytes from no knowledge are not detached from material association, but are simply attracted by preliminary process of worshipping the deity. Preliminary process. So some Bhakta comes, offers this, gives this. Oh, Pujari, I have brought this knots, ground knots for offering. To the deities, you please offer it. Then he has material desires. He does, oh, very nice ground knots. All right, I'm offering. Takes him to the inside the temple, closes the door, because while offering, you close the door. They close the door, then there was greed for it, his material desire he had. Oh, very nice. And Salagram is there. Worship. Oh, this is very good. Thinks it as a mere pebble or piece of stone. Because he has no Shraddha. Do you understand? Never Shraddha, Shastriya Shraddha. Then breaks it. Very nice. Salagram Badam Bhagi Vanya. Do you follow me? Salagram Badam Bhagi Vanya. That is new point. He does like this because he wants material benefit instead of transcendental benefit. Really intelligent, he should associate with more elevated devotees and elevate his position. Go to the second class, then first class. Prabhupada Maharaj says here. Therefore, one has to make definite progress from the position of material devotional service to the second class devotional position. In the second class position, the devotee can see four principles in devotional life, namely the personality of Godhead, his devotees, the ignorant and envious. Four things. Madhyamadhikar bhakta, second class devotee, he sees four things. One has to rise himself at least to the stage of a second class devotee and thus become eligible to know the absolute truth. Do you understand? If you cannot rise yourself to the first class level, the Uttamadhikari stage, at least you raise yourself to the second class stage, that is Madhyamadhikar stage. So, question is here. Prabhupada says, and people quote it. Prabhupada has said, at least to rise yourself to Madhyam. He has never said Uttama. Isn't it? They quote it. Yes, they quote it. Because Prabhupada has said this. He said, at least you rise yourself. You elevate yourself. Then what they are erasing that word at least. My point. Erasing that word at least. If you can raise yourself to the first class level, do you understand? Uttamadhikar stage, so at least one has to raise himself at least to the stage of second class devotees and thus become eligible to know the absolute truth. Do you understand? Then gradually he'll associate with the more elevated devotees than the Uttamadhikaris and will raise himself to the Uttamadhikar stage. Mahaprabhu stage says in Chaitanya Charitamrita you find Sadhavana jana hoy bhakti adhikari
Sadhavana jana hoy bhakti adhikari
Uttama madhyama kanistho Shraddhanusari
Uttama madhyama kanistha Shraddhanusari
Shastra jukte suni pura Drudha shraddha jaro
Shastra jukte suni pura Drudha shraddha jaro
Uttamadhikari se taro ye sansaro
Uttamadhikari se ताराए संतारा
शास्त्रो जुक्ति नहीं जाने दृढ़ श्रद्धा भानु
शास्त्र युक्ति नहीं जाने दृढ़ श्रद्धावान
मध्यमधिकारी से महाभाग्यवान
मध्यमधिकारी से महाभाग्यवान
यारो कोमल श्रद्धा से कनिष्ठ जन
यारा कमल श्रद्धा से कनिष्ठ जन
क्रमे क्रमे तेह भक्त होइबे उत्तम
क्रमे
क्रमे तेह भक्त होइबे उत्तम Is krame krame, gradually that bhakta will become uttama. You understand? Krame krame teho bhakta hoibe uttama. Gradually by association. One should associate with the Vaishnava or Vaishnavas. Those are more elevated than himself. Otherwise, you cannot get any transcendental benefit. Do you follow me? One should associate with the Vaishnava or Vaishnavas, those who are more elevated than himself. Then will get this transcendental benefit. Then he will raise himself gradually to at least Madhyama. The Kanistha will raise himself to the Madhyama stage. Then Madhyama will raise himself to Uttama stage. Krame krame, gradually. Krame krame teho bhakta hoibe uttama. Do you follow this language? This goal is Uttama Adhikar stage. That is goal. Do you understand? That is goal. And Prabhupada Maharaj said, at least one should raise himself. Then he can understand this absolute truth. Kanishta cannot understand. And the Uttama, there are four things he said. I will say Uttama is in Madhyama. These four things, four principles, namely personality of Godhead, devotees, ignorant and envious. That verse in 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Madhyamadhikari, who is a Madhyamadhikari? Ishware tadadhinesu bharisesu duisatsu cha prema maitri krupapeksha ja karoti sa madhyama. You follow? Hey, you follow? Yes? Tell me, what do you understand?
I don't know Sanskrit, but there were Prabhupada mentioned four things here for Madhyamadhikari.
That Prabhupada said, that's simple thing. Four things. But the verse says, Ishware tadadhinesu bharisesu duisatsu cha prema maitri krupapeksha ja karoti sa madhyama. He is madhyama who knows absolute truth, Ishvara, Bhagavan. He has developed some attraction towards him. Do you understand? This is first principle, Ishvara. Then, tadadhinesu bharisesu duisat prema maitri krupapeksha ja karoti. Then, he knows the devotees, Prabhupada Maharaj says. Personality of Godhead, then he is devotee. Then he makes friendship with the devotees, Vaishnavas. Do you understand? Second thing, second principle. He makes friendship with the Vaishnavas. Madhyamadhikari, Bhakta, Vaishnava. Then third thing, Bharisesu. Bharisa means ignorant. What he says is ignorant. Grossly ignorant. This Bharisa, Murkha. He serves mercy on him. Bharisa, Krupa. Do you follow? Madhyamadhikari Bhakta serves mercy and grossly ignorant fool. He is grossly ignorant. But then envious. Fourth thing. Huh? Do you understand? Dvesi upekshana. Those who are envious, he avoids them. He avoids them. He never goes to them. This fourth thing. He behaves in this way. Follow my point. He is Madhyama. In Chaitanya Harinam Chintamani, Bhakti Thakur said, Krishna Prema Krishna Bhakti Maitriya Charana
Krishna Prema Krishna Bhakti Maitriya Charana
Bali Sete Kruparo Dvesi Upekshana Bali Sete Kruparo Dvesi Upekshana Karile Madhyama Bhakta Sudha Bhakta Hana
Karile Madhyama Bhakta Sudha Bhakta Bhava
Krishna Name Adhikaro Koreno Arjano
Krishna Name Adhikara
Koreno
Arjana
Harinam Chintamani. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Krishna Prema, Krishna Bhakti Maitri, Bali Sete Krupa, Desi Upekshana. He develops love and attraction towards Krishna. He makes friendship with the Vaishnavas. Huh? You understand? And he showers mercy on grossly ignorant fools and avoids the envious. You understand? This is Madhyama Adhikari Bhakta. He has discriminations. Do you understand? He deals in this way. The dealings differ. Do you understand? Korile Madhyam Bhakta Sudha Bhakta Hana. Gradually he becomes Sudha Bhakta. If he acts in this way and associates with the more elevated personalities, then he becomes Sudha Bhakta. Pure devotee. Krishna name adhikar karen Arjuna. Then he gets right to chant pure name of Krishna. Do you follow? That's what Harinam Chintamani says. Prabhupada said this thing. Simple thing. They have never said more. And he just, at least one should raise himself to the Madhyamadikar stage. Then, next thing comes. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Bhagavatam says, but he should associate with Uttamadhikaris, those who are more elevated. Then gradually he will raise himself to Uttamadhikar stage. You follow? He will gradually raise and become pure devotee. And this Chaitanya Charitamrita says here, Jahara Komala Shraddha se Kanistha Jana. I know, no need to explain Kanistha, I have already explained Kanistha. And his faith is very soft faith. Soft faith. Faith is not strong. Komala Shraddha. Anytime it may break. If you associate with non-devotees, offenders, and commits offense, he'll fall down. You follow? Then, Shastra Jukti nahi jane, Drudha Shraddhavan, Madhyamadikari say Mahabhaktivan. Madhyamadikari, he doesn't know much Shastra evidences. You understand? Shastra. He doesn't know much. Knows something, but not much. Shastra Jukti nahi jane. He cannot quote authorities. He cannot defeat the Mayavadis or others, bogus philosophy by quoting authority. He doesn't know much. So, something. But his faith is strong. Drudha Shraddhavan. Do you understand? Same Madhyamadikari is a very fortunate fellow. He is Madhyamadikari and Krameteho Bhakta. Gradually he will elevate himself to the Uttama platform if he associates with much more elevated Vaishnavas. You understand? Uttama Adhikari. Then who is Uttama? Shastra Jukte Sunipono, Dura Shraddhajar, Uttama Adhikari Saitara Sansar. He is Uttama who knows Shastra very well, who can quote authority. You understand? And defeat all sorts of bogus philosophies by quoting authority. He is very expert in quoting Shastra. He knows it and establishes the Shuddha Bhakti Siddhanta. He is Uttama Adhikari. He can deliver the whole world. He can deliver the whole world. Do you follow me? That's Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Mahaprabhu says, this is Mahaprabhu's statement. Mahaprabhu's statement. And in Bhagavata 11th canto says, who is Uttama? Sarva bhuteshu japashet bhagavata bhavamatmana bhutani bhagavatyatmanyesaha bhagavatuttama. You follow? Hello?
I don't know Sanskrit much.
What do you know? Tell me. What do you know? Who is Uttama? What the verse says? Speak in English?
I can't say Sanskrit.
No Sanskrit, speak in English. That's I don't know.
I
Don't know. I said no Sanskrit. Say I don't know. That says. He hesitates to admit. You understand? Plainly admit, yes, I don't know. I am ignorant. Oh, more kami. Yeah, then you get mercy.
It's too much.
Don't pose, I know. Don't pose. I don't know. Sarva bhuteshu japasyed bhagavata bhavamatmana bhutani bhagavatyatmanyesaha bhagavatottamaha. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Thavor jangama dekhe na dekhe taro murti.
Thavor jangama dekhe na dekhe taro murti.
Sarvadrasku rahitaro ishto deva murti. Sarvadrasku rahitaro ishto deva murti. Is Uttama who sees moving and non-moving entities, but never sees outward parts. He sees his Ishta, his worshipable deity Krishna there. Do you understand? Do you follow me? Sarva bhuteshu japasyed bhagavata bhavamatmana bhutani bhagavatyatmanyesaha bhagavatottama is bhagavatottama. Who sees everywhere, jahan netro pade. देखो ये हमारे भक्त আমার প্রেমে বাঁধি আছে হৃদয় ভিতরে যাহা নেত্র পড়ে তাহা দেখো that ভক্ত is উত্তম অধিকারী very dear প্রেমী ভক্ত was developed your প্রেম love for me he has bound me with the rope of love in his heart wherever he looks he only sees me that is Uttama. You understand? Only sees me. Sarvabhute, living, moving and non-moving entities, he sees, but he never sees the outward form. He sees all beautiful Krishna there, his worshipable deity. That is Uttama. Uttama Adhikari. Again, also, that 11th canto. Visrujati hridayam najasyo sakhyadhari ravasabhito apya ghaughanasho pranayarasanaya dhutangri padma sabhavati bhagavata pradhanukta. Do you follow? Nodding head at you, no.
Too high.
Then you don't want to be Uttama?
By missing.
This is Uttama. It's got authority. And explain that Vaishnava. Vaishnava Shloka Bhaktarang. That is one definition of Vaishnava. He is Vaishnava. Pure Vaishnava. Shloka. What's authority? And explains it. Thereby establishes. Establishes the truth. Bhakti, Sudha Bhakti, Siddhanta. That is Vaishnava, that is Uttama. That says, do you understand? You should, that's our goal. That's our goal. That's the highest level. Uttamadhikari stage. Huh? Even though you are not developing inquisitiveness, this verse says, Sabdadhanaya munaya sruta gruhitaya. If you won't develop such inquisitiveness, huh? Then how can you get it? Huh? There is no hunger. How he can release the plates? Dishes, no hunger. Huh? Huh? Indigestion. Huh? Digestive system does not work. Huh? Fire, digestive fire is low. Agni Mandya. Huh? Isn't it? Agni Mandya. Agni Mandya. Huh? And so develop hunger for it. Huh? Unless, if you have no hunger, how can you release the dishes? Huh? No, Hari, such a fool. Oh, such a fool. Who cannot release it? Huh? One should develop hunger for it. Huh? Infuse it, just infuse. Saddadhanaya munaya. Listen, so more and more, develop more and more. Infuse it in this. How can you do more? Yes, how can you get it? That should be there. Otherwise, how can you get it? Huh? This is. Visrujati hrudayam najasya sakhyat dharirabasami topi agauganasa pranayarasanaya dhrutang gripadama sa bhavati bhagavata pradhanamta. Huh? By chanting whose name? Huh? All these sinful reactions are destroyed. Who is he? Name of the Lord. Name of Krishna. Huh? Hari.
What is choices?
Krishna. You understand? Name of Krishna or Hari. Huh? If you chant, all these sinful reactions are destroyed. That Krishna Hari is bound up with the rope of love by whom? Such a devotee. He is Uttama. You follow me? Huh? Huh? Pranaya rasanaya dhrutangri padama sa bhavati bhagavata pradhana. Huh? He has bound up that Lord Hari or Krishna, huh? Uttering whose name all sinful reactions are destroyed, huh? With the rope of love. He has bound up the Lord Hari or Krishna in his heart, and Lord Hari and Krishna never leaves his heart for a moment. Huh? He is Uttama. Do you follow? Huh? He is Uttama. He is Uttamadhikari. That is Uttamadhikari. Huh? Yes. That says here. Sabhavati bhagavata pradhana. Uttama. Prabhupada has not said here about Uttama. Because at least you raise. At least you raise yourself to Madhyam platform. He says at least. He never explains. He says about Kanishta. He says about Madhyam. He never says. Because purposefully he stopped it. Because no so much doses now. Gradual doses will be given. Little gradual, then more, something more, and this Madhyama. Stop there. And it's left to you. It's left to you. If you are really inquisitive or not to raise yourself to that Uttama platform or to understand who is he and what is, how is he, do you understand? He left it for you. Because this verse says, Tasraddha dhanana munayo. It's inquisitive. Thereby, he indirectly, he wants you should be now inquisitive. Develop inquisitiveness to know what is Uttama then. Prabhupada says Kanishta and Madhyama. Why? He doesn't say Uttama. He's left it for you. Huh? Do you understand? Yes. But by mere reading, how can you understand this thing? Yes, Prabhupada books are there. I'm taking books. I'm accepting them. Huh? This thing is going on, Baba. Very easy thing. Just avoiding nature, developing avoiding nature. How can you develop bhakti, Baba? Huh? No inquisitiveness. It's left it for you because now you become inquisitive, know about what is Uttama. And who is he and how is he? What is his characteristics? What is his symptoms? Do you follow me? Therefore, it purposefully doesn't say. That is his purpose. A third class devotee, therefore, has to receive the instructions of devotional service from the authoritative sources of Bhagavata. The number of Bhagavata, the number one Bhagavata is the established personality of devotee is Bhakta Bhagavata. You follow? Who is the embodiment of Bhagavata? Is Vaishnava. Jao Bhagavata Pura, Vaishnava Rasthane, Ekanta Asra Guru, Chaitanya Chane. Go and approach a Bhakta Bhagavata, a Vaishnava Bhagavata, embodiment of Bhagavata, study Bhagavata from him, hear Bhagavata from him, completely take shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya. Gives freely Krishna Prema. But that is needed to approach Bhagavata, Krishna Tulya Bhagavata, Vibhu Sarvasroy, Prati Shloke, Prati Akshari, Nana Ortho Koi. It's not mere book. It is as good as Krishna. It's not a mere book. If someone thinks it's a mere book, he commits aparad. He becomes offended. It's as good as Krishna. As Krishna is Vibhu, Supreme Lord. Bhagavata is also Vibhu, Supreme Lord. As we take shelter of Krishna, similarly we take shelter of Bhagavata. This Bhakta Bhagavata and Grantha Bhagavata. You understand? Take shelter of Bhakta Bhagavata as well as Grantha Bhagavata. That it says. दुई स्थाने भागवत तेरा नाम सुना जाए एक ग्रंथ भागवत और एक भक्त भागवतो भक्ति रस पात्रो. Do you understand? The container of bhakti rasa.
You also use mellow.
Yes, bhakti rasa. Do you follow my language? Eko grantha bhagavata और eko bhakta bhagavata. Dvishthani, in two places, you can hear this word Bhagavata. Dvishthane Bhagavato Nama Suni Matro.
Dvishthane Bhagavata Nama Suni Matra.
Grantha Bhagavato Krishna Kripa Patro.
Grantha Bhagavata Krishna Kripa Patra.
Eko Bhagavato hoye Bhagavato Shastro.
Eka Bhagavata re Bhagavata Shastra.
Aro eko Bhagavato Bhakti Rasa Patro.
Ara eka Bhagavata Bhakti Rasa Patra.
Dui Bhagavato Dwara Diya Bhakti Rasa.
Dui Bhagavata Dwara Diya Bhakti Rasa.
Taharo hrudoye taro preme hoye boso.
Tahara Hrudoy Dara Preme Hoye Vasa.
In Chaitanya Bhagavata, Vrindavan Das Thakur has said this. These are authorities. You should quote authority. Prabhupada just hinted. It's left it for you. This should be inquisitive. Sattadhanaya munaya. That is his just. He is trying to make you inquisitive, more and more inquisitive. Do you follow me? This very verse says this thing. If I have no inquisitiveness, dull-headed fellow, then how can you get it? Huh? No inquisitiveness. দুই স্থানে ভাগবতের নাম শুনি মাত্র, গ্রন্থ ভাগবত আর এক কৃষ্ণ ভাগবত. One is book Bhagavata, other is
Vaishnava.
Vaishnava Bhagavata, is an embodiment of Bhagavata. Krishna Krupapad, who is the manifestation or embodiment of Krishna Krupa, Krishna's mercy. Follow my language? That Bhakta Bhagavata, Vaishnava Bhagavata, is Vaishnava, is the embodiment of Krishna Kripa, is the mercy of Krishna. Mercy of Krishna has assumed a body, that is Vaishnava Bhagavata. Follow me? We say Krishna Kripa Sri Murti, isn't it? Huh? Krishna Kripa Sri Murti. Huh? Krishna Kripa has assumed a body, Sri Vigraha, that is Vaishnava. See, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. See, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. See, Bhakti Vedanta Swami. They are, huh? Krishna Kripa Sri Murti. This Krishna Kripa has assumed body. That is Bhakta Bhagavata. Huh? Yes, two Bhagavatas. Grantha Bhagavata, Bhakta Bhagavata. Krishna Kripa Patra. Eko Bhagavata hoy Bhagavata Shastra, আর এক Bhagavata Bhakti Rasa Patra. One is Shastra, another is the container of Bhakti Rasa. This is Bhakta Bhagavatas. They are container of Bhakti Rasa. You follow my language? Understood? দুই ভাগবত দ্বারা দিয়া ভক্তি রস তার হুয়ে তার প্রেমে হয় না. কৃষ্ণ gives this bhakti rasa, the mellow of bhakti through these two bhagavatas. Follow me? Grantha Bhagavata and Bhakta Bhagavata, and he himself becomes bound up with that bhakti in his heart. In the heart of that Bhakta Bhagavata. Follow me? That's what the Bhagavata says. And Prabhupada has just hinted it. And he's left it for you. Because now you'll develop inquisitiveness for it. Tassaddhathana yamunaya. You understand? This verse says this thing. Huh? Though Prabhupada gives such long purpose, still enough is there. More and more and more and more. If you inquire more and more and more, then you get more and more and more. It's unlimited. It's unlimited. Krishna is unlimited. This Bhagavata Katha is also unlimited. You understand? It's not limited. Then he says, yes, the number one Bhagavata is the established personality of devotee, and the other Bhagavata is the message of Godhead. You understand? Bhakta Bhagavata and Grantha Bhagavata. The third class devotee, that means neophyte, Kanishthadhikari, therefore has to go to the personality of devotee, Bhakta Bhagavata. Jao Bhagavata Gora, Vaishnava Sthane, Eganta Shayoro, should go to the personality of devotee in order to learn Bhagavata, in order to learn the instructions of devotional service. Such a personality of devotee is not a professional man. Do you understand? He is not a professional man who earns his livelihood by the business of Bhagavata. He never does business. Bhagavata is not a mercantile commodity. Do you follow my language? Huh? It's not mercantile community. You'll sell and purchase. No. Professionals, they use it as mercantile community. Professional, Bhagavata reciters. Such a devotee must be a representative of Sukadeva Goswami, like Sutta Goswami, and must preach the cult of devotional service for the all-around benefit of all people. A neophyte devotee has very little taste for hearing from such authorities. Such a neophyte devotee makes a show of hearing from the professional man to satisfy his senses. What he says, Prabhupada says. Neophyte devotee, Kanishthadhikari, makes a show of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from the professional man to satisfy his senses. But why should we hear? If you go and for a dear devoted Bhakta Bhagavata, you hear Bhagavatam, for what purpose?
Please, Krishna.
To satisfy your senses? No. Krishnendriya Priti. You understand? To give pleasure to the senses of Krishna. You understand? And this is the beginning. Sravanam. Sravanam Kirtanam Vishnu. Smaranam Arsanam Pujanam Bandhanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam Navadhavati. Bhakti means devotional service rendered for the pleasure of Krishna. So you should hear. Hearing is a service rendered through to the ear. You understand? The hearers, Srota, those who hear, they are rendering service through their ears to
Krishna.
Supreme Personality of God Krishna for his pleasure. One who is saying, narrating, chanting, kirtanakari, he is rendering service through his tongue. You understand? For his pleasure, not for his pleasure, for his pleasure. The Shravan Kirtan, hearing and chanting would go on. One should render for the pleasure of Krishna, pleasure of Guru and Gauranga. Do you understand? Understand my point, my language? The pleasure of Guru and Gauranga, the pleasure of Krishna. But in neophyte devotee has very little taste for hearing from the authorities. Bhakta Bhagavata, Vaishnava Bhagavata. Such a neophyte devotee makes a show of hearing from the professional man who utilizes Bhagavata as a mercantile commodity, giving Bhagavad Pravachan earns money to maintain his livelihood, to maintain his family. Do you follow me? The neophyte devotee hears from him and satisfy his own senses, not the senses of the Lord. This sort of hearing and chanting has spoiled the whole thing. So one should be very careful about faulty process. This holy message of Godhead as inculcated in the Bhagavad Gita or in the Srimad Bhagavatam are undoubtedly transcendental subjects. But even though they are so, such transcendental matters are not to be received from the professional man who spoils them as the serpent spoils milk simply by the top of his tongue. Sravanam naiva kartabhya puta harikatha murtam avaishrava mukhad girna putam harikatha murtam sravanam naiva kartabhya sarpo sishta jatha poya. He has put it in English. I am quoting the original verse already. Prabhupada has put it in English. As inculcated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita or in the Srimad Bhagavatam are undoubtedly transcendental. Puta Harikatha is pure Harikatha. You understand? Transcendental subject. But even though they are so, such transcendental matters are not to be received from the professional man. A Vaishnava Mukadagirna. You understand? Who is a Vaishnava? Who is not a Vaishnava? Who is not? Speaking on Bhagavata for the pleasure of Krishna. You understand? Giving certain pleasure to the senses of Krishna. But earns money to earn his livelihood, to maintain his family. He is a Vaishnava. One should not hear. Sravana naiva kartabhya sarpochishta jatha. If you hear, then it becomes sarpochishta paya. It spoils them as the serpent spoils milk simply by the toss of his tongue. Yes? It's spoiled. If it comes out from a professional man. Do you follow me? One should not. And they are doing this. They are doing this. He says also. So many things are there. If I read the purport and say, we can place together. And then last paragraph is there. I am not going to, you may read it, I am not touching it. So much time, I cannot go on.
So you can.
Yes.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear? Have patience. Have patience. You see, it is said here. It is said here. It is said here. This Bhagavatam is not a mercantile commodity. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami has said. Then I have to quote Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Srimad Bhagavatarthanang aswadai rasikei saha sadapya swayasnigde sadhu sangha swato vare. Rupa Goswami has said. Rupa Goswami has quoted. Got the authority. This authority. You follow me? It's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Srimad Bhagavatanang aswadai rasikei saha sadapyasa snigde sadhu sangha sotavare. One should go, Java Bhagavata Pada, Vaishnava Rasthani. Go and approach a Bhakta Bhagavata embodiment of Bhagavata, who has developed taste for the mellow, nectarian mellow coming out from Bhagavata Katha. You understand? Both the Srota and Bhakta, both the hearers and reciter, you understand? Sravanakari and Kirtanakari should be of equal level of devotional stage. Both should have developed taste for this nectar. Then you can really relish it. Follow me? Aswadi. Aswadi means relishment. Relishment will be more and more and much better and better relishment. Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj were the same level. So they relished. Bhagavad Prema, both of them should have the Bhagavad Prema. You understand? Love of Krishna. Then they can relish. Bhagavad Amrita, the nectar coming out from Bhagavad. Both hearer and chanter, speaker will relish it. Sadataya Srikya Sadhu Sangha Sotabare. This is significant. That means those who speak Bhagavata and hear Bhagavata for the pleasure, giving pleasure to the senses of Krishna. That is Sajatiya of the what is that? What is saying in English? Sajatiya, same jati, of the same guru, same category of bhaktas. Do you follow me? Then this relishment is much better and better. Relishment of smell. If you go such a professional person, he is a Vaishnava, he is not speaking, giving Bhagavad Pravachan discourses for the pleasure of Krishna.